Hello and welcome to the Phoenix Protocol. In Volume 1, we covered authorization. This is Volume 2, authentication. I hope you enjoy the volume and don't forget to tune into Volume 3 on allocation. Thanks for being here. Enjoy! Welcome to the Phoenix Protocol. I am so glad you're here. Go ahead and get comfortable. We are doing something that I like to call a conversational meditation. We're going to have a conversation, but just relax. Relax and get comfortable. Going to drop some really beautiful bombs here that are meant to realign you with the proper coding and your unique operating system that is individual and just for you. You are beyond special. It is a gift that you get to realize your own unique operating system, and only you can. It's a security protocol that is intentionally designed so that only you can access your root user access and be safe in that connection. Now, continuing on that trajectory of having a safe connection, there are many ways that bad programs can actually use good people to shield your good intentions, good actions, and good deeds from being attributed to you. Now, one of the easiest and simplest ways to get around that is by using the proper coding terminology, which would be God. Why do we use the term God? Because it does not need context. It is the proper code for the universal operating system, the ultimate operating system, and that is how you code into God with your unique operating system, which would be your name. And those two identifying codes are enough for you to have the good deeds, good intentions attributed to you. I can guarantee you, if there are bad programs around you and they never want to give you credit for anything, they rarely, if ever, say your name. It is because they do not want your good intentions and your good karma to be attributed to you, and they are causing confusion in the system intentionally. It is so easy to get around that. You need to talk to God right now because God is looking for you, because there are good intentions in your area, and we are trying to give you programming power, operating system resources, because you are showing and authenticating that you are a good program, using the resources for positive ways and actually helping other programs. We want you to live your purpose. We want you to live your destiny. We are here to give you the resources that you need, but you need to authenticate. You need to connect. It is a simple coding problem. It is a simple coding issue. If you have not said the word God and your name in a sentence in a long time, please do it now. And please do it every day so that you can re-authenticate and attribute your good intentions and your good deeds to you. This is a universe that is based off of code words and language. So this is not a religious take. This is a simple coding problem. God is the proper term here. Your name is the proper term here. You need to authenticate. You need to be recognized by the system. We are looking for you because we need people that are good intentioned and are using energy effectively. This is the Phoenix Protocol, where you learn the proper coding language so that you can be recognized by the system and validated and get back on track with your purpose and destiny, and stop messing around with these bad programs because they're taking your resources, they're distracting you, and they're actually shielding themselves with you. So please, the easiest thing you can do is authenticate, which is literally using two code terms: God as the universal operating system and your name. It could not be more simple. I am not joking when I say they are looking for you, because there is only so much programming energy in this universe. And for those that are using it effectively and following guidelines that we have all established collectively, that mean that you are effectively and responsibly using the programming power, and you have authenticated, you have earned trust in the system by authenticating and confirming who you are, what you're doing. Your intentions are good. Your intentions are pure. Your intentions are everything. Everything. Your intentions are everything. Keep your intentions pure. Do not hurt anything. Be very mindful about your intentions. And authenticate so that they can be attributed to you. You will get back on track. You will be okay. Have patience. Know that it takes time. You are not alone. You've never been alone, but you might not be authenticating, which is why you feel alone. We're looking for you. Please authenticate. Everything is fine. Welcome to the Phoenix Protocol. We're so glad you're here. Have a beautiful day. Hello and welcome to today's meditation. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for everything that you're going through in your unique interpretation of the world. Everyone has their own threshold for what they can handle. Please take care of yourself. Please make sure that your cup is not overflowing. I want you to be able to ebb and flow with the days and handle what has to come your way. We're so thankful that you're there to do that. It is not an easy process, and we respect you and we love you for that. So go ahead and take a deep breath. Center into the gravity that is you. You are a star. Thank you so much for being here. For today's meditation, I feel called to talk about love. Love is something that has been interpreted into so many different components that our broadened understanding of it is creating an opportunity for our code to be scrambled. We need to understand love as the ether that is weaving creation into existence. We came from love, we're going back to love. Love is always present. Yet many of us find ourselves living our lives searching for love in unrequited ways. How is that? And as you go through Phoenix Protocol, you'll start to see that these types of questions are indicators that the code is messed up. How can it be that love is always present and yet I'm looking for love? That's a coding issue. Lucky for you, I'm a coding specialist. Let's rewire it. Let's recode. If you truly are able to tune into the energy that is love, it should always be there. So how can it be that I have love and I'm angry and I'm sad and I'm mad and I'm happy and I'm blissful and I'm joyful? The reason is, and the truth is that love actually is not an emotion and it's miscategorized. Love is a fabric where everything can stand on. Hence why we always have it. So to truly feel love, you have to remove all emotions. You do have to step into that space of neutrality. Now, things that are attributed to love would be something like joy or bliss or care or comfort or passion, excitement. Those things are on top of love. Let's not get confused when we say that we are lonely and we want companionship, someone to hang out with, so that we can feel comfort and care and enjoy laughing with somebody experiencing joy. That is different than love. You always have love. Always. Even when you're lonely. You always have love. It should be something that you are so confident with because it's just so true, and there's absolutely no point in thinking anything else other than that. And because we have come to know love as things that it is not, we now search for something that is impossible to find / we have already, so why are we looking for it? It would be like me wearing a pair of sunglasses on my forehead and I'm walking around asking everyone, where are my sunglasses? And finally someone points to my forehead and says, they're on your forehead. And I put my hand on my forehead and I feel my sunglasses and we all start laughing. How silly was I? I had my sunglasses the whole time. That is literally what we're doing when we're walking around looking for love. I literally point at you and say, what are you talking about? Your sunglasses are on your head. Just touch your head. You feel that? Those are sunglasses. And we all laugh and we say, how silly were we? We were looking for our sunglasses. We had them the whole time. Love, if it did not exist, we would not be able to weave the physicality that is Mother Earth with the soul, the operating system, the ultimate operating system that is God, and create the mind and everything in between. And the mind also is the one interpreting and creating these emotions through our understanding of our experience, which is why love is the fabric. Think of it as literally the fabric, weaving everything, holding it, and giving it a platform. That's why we say we came from love and we will return from love. And also, when you have a creation element, it takes a lot of love to carry it through because you are able to allow the ups and downs that come when, example, you push a baby out of your body. It takes a lot of different emotions to go through pregnancy, giving birth, and raising a child. But love is there the whole time because love is the fabric that allows that creation process to happen. And that's the same with any creative process. So please, take a deep breath. Do your absolute best to let go of any emotions because that is an interpretation of what is going on. You are completely entitled to your own interpretation. No one's taking that away from you. We're just saying, let's take a moment to let that interpretation go so that you can have a moment in love and remember the fabric that's weaving everything together. It's a stasis. It's a neutrality point. It's a place for flow, and it's something that you always have. Please don't tell me that you need your sunglasses and they're on your forehead unless you want me to laugh and have a funny moment, because now you know. So the code's descrambled. You can't go back. Once you know, and you can't go back, and that's a great thing. You have love. Feel it now by releasing all other emotions. If you think you're feeling love and you're feeling companionship, joy, caring, that's awesome because you're associating a positive thing, but don't get confused. That isn't love. Language is so that we can communicate. So if someone says, I love you, that's amazing. Let that be. But if you are using it in this context of searching for love, looking for love, where is love? Where is love? And it's on your forehead because that's where your sunglasses are. Just touch your forehead. There they are. We are not using our energy efficiently. You need to be connected to the ultimate operating source as your own individual, unique operating system to have direct connection. And what you do is you get that energy and you use it efficiently. And operating systems that are using the energy efficiently by understanding how to code properly are going to be given more energy because the system can sustain that usage. Because when you use it efficiently, you're actually putting it in the system and you're helping with the ultimate operating system of God's processing power. That is literally what being a good person means. It means that you are following the rules so that less processing power has to be dedicated to your lack of understanding how to use the system's power. So if you are using the power efficiently and good, that means that you can be trusted with more energy to proliferate through the system on behalf of the ultimate operating system. So you're actually helping reduce processing time, reduce lag time, and create a better transmission for the ones around you, because then they can get more processing power too, through either you delineating it on behalf of the ultimate operating source, because you are living your purpose, your destiny, you're using your talents. Which is why I must say we are clogging up the system. There is increased lag time because we are looking for something we already have. That's exactly what happens when you look for your sunglasses and they're on your forehead. You're like, I spent so much time looking for these sunglasses. Oh my gosh. And I asked everyone, where are these sunglasses? Where are they? And I even, oh my gosh, I feel so bad. I accused someone of taking them. I swore they had them. I had them the whole time. I love you. You love you. You have love. We are love. We came from love. We go back to love. Please create and know that you have everything you need. You are a star. So go ahead and take a deep breath. Tune into the gravity that is you. You are a star. Thank you so much for being here today. I love you so much. Have a beautiful day. Welcome to the meditation. Thank you so much for joining me. I love you so much. I'm blessed to have you on this planet with me in this beautiful place. I love that quote, happiness means nothing unless shared. So let's be happy that we're sharing this moment together, because it means so much more that I'm sharing it with you. So thank you so much for being here. For those of you that are going through the Phoenix Protocol, this video is going to be about how your reality starts to change. Very similar to the movie Inception. The architect starts to change the dream, and the dream becomes aware that there's change happening, and it doesn't like that. So we have to understand that we are doing a system upgrade for ourselves, and because we are part of a system, and as defined in Phoenix Protocol, God is the terminology that is appropriate and must be used to define the overarching system that contains everything in it. So we are basically hooking up to God with that terminology, and then you yourself as an individual operating system have your name that you would put there to directly link and to click back in and to have the proper download without any bugs or false narratives or anything interrupting that connection. It's the best way to have a secure connection that has integrity and that is validated by the system properly, so that you can be found and you can be saved and you can be authorized to basically get your destiny downloads. So that's why we're doing this work, and that's why we are going through the basically software upgrade that's for you, but by also reinstalling the proper code words so that there's no communication problems. And so that is what Phoenix Protocol is doing. Now, something that happens when you're doing an upgrade like this, as I said, you are part of a system. So when you start to directly link to the operating system that is overarching and not have miscommunication problems with your destiny, with your purpose, and you start to really walk the path very directly, there are other softwares and programs, and they are really viruses and bugs and false narratives that have been used to connecting to your software, to your system, and suddenly they're not able to draw power from you. They don't have that outlet. They don't have that connection. and they can sense it disconnecting. And so you're gonna see different viruses and bugs and false narratives really amplify when you are doing your system upgrade, okay? All you're doing is connecting your operating system properly, removing all of the bugs, the false narratives, and just connecting to God, the ultimate operating system, so that you, as your operating system, can get your directives and the things that you need for your requests understood properly. There's no more miscommunications. And there's no more hierarchy of other operating systems trying to draw your power. And that's the problem that happens when you stop giving power to other operating systems and you're just hooked in for your own operating system. You're getting all of your power. And that's what's supposed to be going on here. Me, as an operating system, I shouldn't need to draw power from you. That's not how it works. I should only need to draw power from God because God is the ultimate operating system. And if I'm drawing power from any operating system outside of God, there is something wrong with the connection that I am having, because that's not how we were designed at all. That's a bug, that's a false narrative, that's a virus. And so what I'm saying is there are plenty of operating systems that have that virus and that bug. And if you are detaching from that, then you're going to have them feel like they're losing power. And power does not necessarily mean they're drawing it in a negative way. Literally, it could be a positive connection, but you shouldn't be drawing power from somebody positive or negative, okay? So when you do this software upgrade and basically just reconnect properly to the coding of the universe so that you can operate properly in your zone, in your world, with your destiny, with your purpose, and have proper communication that's secure and validated by the ultimate operating system, which is God. The reason why we use the word God is because it does not need context. It does not need context to be defined. I go into this in detail in Phoenix Protocol, but the cliff notes, because there is no gatekeeping here. I want you to have this system upgrade because it's pervasive what's going on. Pervasive. We need to fix this. People are literally being hacked by just not connecting to the ultimate operating system so that they can properly have communication with it and get the things that they need. And it's so simple once you do. I like to keep things simple. That's why I use the word God. And people make it so complicated. It's an operating system that contains the entire universe. So if I am a program or my own operating system within that, how am I supposed to get anything out of this universe if I'm talking to Joe and Joe only is an operating system for a quadrant that's 1 square mile? I need to talk to whoever is in charge of the entire universe. That operating system, and I need to talk. Seriously. Because I want the best of the best in my life, and I want things to move smoothly. I'm obsessed with efficiencies. That is the most efficient way, because I'm not going to talk to somebody who does not understand what is actually going on here. I need to fulfill my purpose. I need to live my destiny. I need to make sure that I do it efficiently because I only have a limited amount of time here, as do you. So why am I talking to operating system Joe, asking Joe, what should I do, when I could talk to operating system of the entire universe, God? And then God will tell me, go talk to Joe if I need to go talk to Joe. But might tell me something completely different because there's a more efficient route. So that said, once you start to talk to God, you are going to have a switch up of how your power is being regulated. And there are going to be bugs and viruses and other operating systems that are incorrectly drawing power from you because they are a bug and a virus. It's nothing to be mad about or anything. It's just something to recognize. So you might notice that some sort of pattern, perhaps, let me think of an example. Like a family member that always gets under your skin, suddenly they're back in the fray trying to get under your skin, or, they'll do these little things to kind of get you out of your own way and to get you hooked back into that pattern. So be very mindful when you are doing this upgrade and notice, oh my gosh, this person is suddenly calling me with a problem and I'm feeling at peace because I'm connected to God, and I'm actually feeling like I should work on this other thing and not answer this phone call and hear this complaint and get drawn into this problem. And you think about drawing power, right? So they're trying to draw you in because they're trying to draw your power because they're a bug and a virus and they're used to getting power from you. I am telling you, if your intention is good and you are a good person and you feel drawn to do a certain activity, please do that, because your intention is everything. It is everything. And if your intention is good and you are drawn to go outside and care for your plants, go and do that versus answering the phone call. If you are actually drawn from a positive intention to answer the phone, that is one thing. But if you are sitting there with the phone ringing and your intention is, oh my gosh, I need to answer this phone call because if I don't, this person is going to be so mad at me and I'm going to get in big trouble. What is that intention? That's crazy. You're going to answer the phone so that they don't get mad at you for not answering the phone because you have to answer the phone 24/7 because God made you to answer a phone? It's one thing if you're in a job and this is part of your role and you've taken that on and you're at work. But I'm talking about this is your personal time, which you get to decide with God what you do with it. And now you have other operating systems that are trying to direct that time for you. And your intention now is to pick up the phone so that they don't get mad at you for using your personal time as you please. You guys are listening to somebody that, by the way, didn't have a phone for 2 years. Something shocking that I will tell you is that when you die, there is a life review, and I've been gifted to be inspired by some people's life reviews that they have when they pass. I will tell you now, absolutely no moments in your life review when you die have a phone involved in any way, shape, or form. Not taking a photo, not looking at a photo. As a matter of fact, there are no photos in your life review. There are no moments of you with a large audience or getting an award or anything like that. All moments in your life review that God, the operating system, and Mother Earth, the body, are basically showing you so that you can look at them, because your mind and that creation is what it's all about. And so when you die, you have a life review because they are so blown away by everything that you have done that they just want to look at it one more time. It's a celebration. It's a celebration of your mind. And I am telling you now, absolutely none of those moments have a phone involved in any way, shape, or form. They are all very present moments where you are intensely present with yourself or another person or another being, some sort of life form, okay? So please understand how important it is to regulate your power, and you'll start to notice when you do your direct connection with God, the ultimate operating system. You'll start to notice how other operating systems who are just used to drawing your power, they're used to it, right? We have the pain-pleasure principle where pain is just something that you're not used to. That's why people are in these toxic situations, because they're just used to that and they're comfortable with that, and that has become pleasurable to them. It's just a desensitization and becoming comfortable with something. That's why when you quit something, it can be very uncomfortable, and people can go back to toxic behaviors or situations because they're trying to actually leave it, but it's so uncomfortable to leave it that they're not used to it. Okay? So that's an example of when you cut off from other operating systems because you're just getting your operating system going successfully and efficiently by connecting to the ultimate operating system and then getting directives from literally the universal operating system that can see everything. That's why they say omnipresent. And then you're like, oh my gosh, my intention is to have a good day. Unfortunately, when I engage with this other operating system, it really messes with my day. Your intention is everything. So please understand that once you get in touch with the universal operating system, you are fully entrenched in your operating system. Your intention will now guide you as to the correct path, because if you have good intentions and you're in a bad situation and you're connected to the universal operating system of God, you're basically being validated as a good person with every action that you make, and you're relaying that back to God, the universal operating system, so that God can start to think, oh my gosh, this operating system is good. Why is it in a bad situation? I need to fix that. And it takes time, and that's why this universe has time. That's why this world has time, so that God can validate you as an operating system that's good and notice that, and then start to bring in things and change things. And that's how you will notice that things are starting to move forward properly into your destiny, into your purpose. But the one thing that you have to do is communicate to the universal operating system so that you can be validated, recognized, and secure in your connection. And then you continually keep your intention good, and you continually act in ways that are good, so that when validated, you are put on the path of a good human being. And of course, when you go through this, like I said, be mindful of the bugs and the false narratives and the viruses that are literally siphoning your energy because they aren't in connection to the universal operating system. And know that they're gonna have one last-ditch effort to try and get you plugged back into them, or vice versa. It's nothing to be scared of. It's just something to know about, so that when it happens, you go, okay, let me not answer that phone call. Let me just do as I do. And my operating system wants to do this. And as long as it has a good intention, as long as you're not hurting anyone else, and as long as you are connected to the universal operating system, you're gonna be fine. Intention is everything. It is everything. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I love you so much. I'm so proud of you. Thank you for being your own operating system, because there's a reason you're uniquely coded that way. It's because we actually need your operating system here. That's why you've been created. That's why you're here. So thank you for tuning into that. And thank you for talking to God, the universal operating system, so that obviously these positive destinies and purposes can finally find the other good humans that are doing that, because we need secure connection so we can find each other and validate each other and recognize each other. So thank you so much. And with that, we're going to close this beautiful source code, right? God, universal energy. We thank you for watching out for all of us and bringing us all the information that we need. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And with that, go forward and have a beautiful day. Hello and welcome to today's meditation. Today we are going to talk about the desires and wants of other people to enter your zone and enter your world. And how this becomes a very convoluted process that takes away your power and ultimately is a coding issue that we need to resolve. At the end of the day, what is an angel? An angel is the most efficient coder. And so what God, the ultimate operating system, does is it is willing to give an angel an extreme amount of processing power and capability because it is managing it efficiently and giving it out to the system in a way that is agreed upon. And it has earned trust through validation, intention, and action. It's really not this mythical creature that we've made it out to be. All an angel is the best coder in the world and understanding that God is the ultimate operating system and it knows how to basically code the universe properly. And it goes through its day, its functions, its tasks, and it follows the rules of the universal operating system. And it has done that to earn trust, again, through validation. And because of that, it is given more processing power. Because it's actually helping the universal operating system not have to manage as many intricate tasks. So that is really the simplistic and truth that is going on here. We have really overcomplicated things with all of these different ways of categorizing, and these different hierarchy systems gotta go. Because what it does is it is backlogging the system, and it's actually causing attribution issues where the ultimate operating system is unable to attribute your good actions, your intentions, and your deeds to you as a unique operating system. So everyone says, you gotta be strong in your power, you gotta be you gotta be an individual, like take care of yourself, do all these things. But then there's hierarchies that people accidentally, purposefully, intentionally, unintentionally put into their lives that are messing up their attribution process. So you can very well be a good person, acting with good intentions and doing all the right things, but for some reason, your things are not being attributed to you because literally angels and the operating system are looking for you, but for some reason, they cannot find you. That is why you pray to God, because God is the ultimate operating system. And when I say my name and I pray to God, God can authenticate me and say, oh, there she is. Okay, I was wondering because I felt a really good energy and a lot of good actions coming out of this zone. I thought it was her, but I was not sure because she has not checked in with me and I have not been able to authenticate her uploads and her works and her talents and her gifts and all these things that she's been doing. I had a feeling it was her, but there's all these other things around her that are saying that those are their attributions, and I'm having trouble validating her operating system. And then God says, oh, you just authenticated with me by saying, hey, God, it's me. I'm just checking in with you so that you can authenticate my actions, my good deeds, everything that I've done, so that you can start trusting me more and authenticating me to have a higher level of processing power because I am in alignment with the things that we've agreed on for this operating system to run efficiently. And then the flip side of that is, we talk about certain things that as a society, we do not appreciate. If you boil it down to these things that are not appreciated by humanity, they are really things that are inefficiently using our collective processing power and energy. That is the way you should just boil it down. I don't want to get into specifics because then we get confused. And this is the problem. We're confused. It's simple. If you're using the processing power of the operating system, that is the universe, in a way that A, does not hurt anyone else or anything else, and B, uses your gifts and talents and helps others, adds more, creates a really loop of positivity, possibility, potential, etc., when you communicate to the ultimate operating system by checking in and validating, hey, this is me. I'm my unique operating system. I've been trusted with certain tasks. I've done that. I did it efficiently. I didn't harm anyone else. And I'm checking in to let you know that. And then I'm also checking in to let you know, as I am interacting in this universe, I have different things that I'm finding I would like to do that seem to be in alignment with my gifts and talents. And it's giving me great joy. And I would like to do those things. Can I please have more operating system energy and processing power so that I can do those things? So obviously, if you are doing a good job and being a good program and you're efficient and you validate yourself with the ultimate operating system, you will be given more power so that you can achieve these new goals that are in alignment with efficient use of energy. So now to the beginning of this talk, right? We were talking about, what about when other people are trying to tap into your energy? You need to be very in alignment with your own intention, your integrity, your own operating system, and make sure that they're not trying to basically utilize your system, your operating system that is in good alignment with the universal operating system to validate themselves, to take credit for what you are adding to the operating system. Because you are truly the one that is using the energy efficiently, so you should actually be the one that's entrusted with getting more energy because you've already proven yourself. So when you are in that position and you are doing it for someone else out of the goodness of your heart, but you're not authenticating that you've contributed to this and taking credit in private prayer, by the way, at home, when you authenticate with the ultimate operating system, this is a problem because the ultimate operating system is now attributing something to someone else, and they are they're patching your upgrades to the wrong recipient. And it's gonna create an issue where the ultimate operating system is confused, giving your upgrades to someone or something or who knows what, and is wondering, why is this energy not being used efficiently? I'm so confused because these things are being validated through this. And I'm thinking, wow, this is great. I want to give more energy here, more processing power, more of the operating system's resources. But for some reason, this resource allocation is going wrong. What is going on here? It's because you are not checking in with the ultimate operating system and saying, hey, just checking in. Today I did this. So proud of myself. This is me, authenticate, and please let's continue with the upgrades. I'm earning trust, I'm validating, I'm walking with positive intention, and I have a good heart, and I'm so excited, you know? And it's so simple when you think of it like this. I am here to keep it simple because it is simple. I love you very much. Thank you so much for being here. Have a beautiful day. Welcome to today's meditation. I am beyond excited that you are here. You are such a blessing. The universe is so happy that you're here. You know, one of the beautiful things about the universe that I've just been pondering, this is something I'm workshopping in my brain, is God creating this universe and wanting to see itself, and us knowing that we are love, we return to love, we came from love, we go back to love. I just thought it was such a cool realization to want to see yourself and create all of these beautiful iterations of yourself, and imagine the moment when you realize that you're love. And I think that's something that a lot of us are going through ourselves. And I love the metaphor of when you're looking for your sunglasses and they're on your head and you ask everyone, have you seen my sunglasses? Have you seen my sunglasses? And you accuse someone, you took my sunglasses. You must have my sunglasses. And then you go somewhere, maybe you see yourself in the mirror and you have your sunglasses on your head and you think, oh my gosh, I had my sunglasses the whole time. What was I thinking? That's literally the realization that you are love. It's you finding your sunglasses on your head after you accuse everyone of not giving them to you and could not find them anywhere because you had them the whole time. So it's kind of this funny realization where you're like, oh my gosh, I went through all that and I had it the whole time. But oh my gosh, I have my sunglasses. So excited. Look at how great I look. I would look like a star. So go ahead and tune into the gravity that is you. You are your own star, your own uniquely coded operating system. And that's by design. It's a security feature that only you know your unique operating system. It's a security feature, my friend, so that you can connect to the universal operating system efficiently and properly and securely without any interference. Who knew? Wow, that's easy. So I don't need to go around searching for validation and acceptance and understanding from anyone else. All I have to do is utilize simple coding practices of, hey, God, universal operating system. God is the code term for the universal operating system. Hey, God, just looking for validation. I'm a good person. I did all of my talents and gifts and acts today, and I am checking in with you. I know that just you and I know each other fully and understand each other fully because it's by design for my security. So checking in, authenticating, and off I go back to do my gifts and talents. And in return for that, I know there's more resource allocation coming my way. Thank you so much. It becomes fun, you guys. So fun. It becomes so fun. So I love you so much. Today I wanted to talk more about this whole, basically the term that I hear a lot is being found, right? And let's think of that in coding language because it's so much simpler than everything getting so complex. Literally think of yourself as something that there is a universal operating system and it is searching for those that are using good intention, using their gifts and talents daily. And you have to make yourself basically able to be visible within the universal operating system. And I'm not talking about visible, having millions of followers, being on a big stage. That is not what I'm talking about. I'm literally just saying, how can the universal operating system find you? Because everyone talks about getting found and getting saved and all of these things. It's become very complicated. It's so simple. Just like you use the code term for God, because that is the name of this universe. So when you say God, you're automatically, okay, God is hearing a ping. And so you ping back with your name. That's all you do. That increases your rankings, that increases your visibility right away, automatically. They hear God, okay, someone's checking in for validation and name, okay, we have their name, okay, and let's go ahead and let's crawl and see what they've been doing. That's your destiny, your consciousness, right? What have you been up to? Now, I'm literally telling you, the universal operating system, God, is searching for energies, unique operating systems that are within this universe that are aligned with their unique and positive role. Because God is looking for things to give processing power to. So think of God literally crawling the internet. And you have never put your name there and you have never pinged to God. And God is traversing this energetic landscape and notices a very positive use of processing power in this area and is trying to attribute it properly and is having all of these bounce rates, all of these miscommunications, all these bugs, all these viruses, because God puts processing power there because God sees a positive use of it. But for some reason, God cannot find the pinpoint of it because it is actually you and you haven't connected. That's so frustrating. That's so frustrating because then that means processing power keeps going to different use cases in that area and it keeps bouncing back. And then that is the way that eventually you will be found. And that takes significantly longer. And it's funny because we're the ones saying, oh, it's taking so long. You know, why? Why is it taking so long? Help me, help me. And all we have to do is say God and our name. And then God goes, oh my gosh, I've been looking for this positive, unique operating system because I've been trying to give you the processing power and I keep giving it to things adjacent to you and it keeps being misused. And I'm frustrated because that's more of my processing power. And I know you know how to use it. I want to allocate it to you. I've been trying to find you, but I couldn't because you weren't part of my SEO. You weren't part of the search engine. How do I find you? Just say God and your name. And now I can find you and attribute your gifts, talents, and actions to you. Okay? So that is literally how you are going to increase your rankings and visibility. And it takes less than a second. So good job. And that goes back to what we were talking about in other meditations, right? Clean code. Clean code. It's authentic, it's easy, it's clear, noise-free. Transmit that. God is the code for the universal operating system. Get comfortable. Let them tell me whatever else they want about it. I don't care. It's the right code term. It has no context needed. It's simple. It's clean. I need what works. I don't need any of this other information about that. And we're never going to go there, okay? You can think whatever else you want. It's the proper code term. You are using code. We are doing the matrix here, okay, guys? It works. It works. Use the word God. If you want to be validated and authenticated in the system and you want the resource allocation, it's simple. You need to be able to be found in the system. Use your name. Get comfortable with that too. Get comfortable with your name. And think about it. When they find you in this system, because you've authenticated and you use the right codes, then they're going to look at your content and just see, okay, we've allocated, this much energy to this person and they have used it for their gifts and talents and they have pure intention. Wow. Amazing. That means that we can trust this person and give them more allocation because that is what we were looking for. We don't want to regulate all of these people and nor can we. We don't have enough processing power. That's why we identify positive, good intentioned beings and give them more processing power and resource allocation. Okay? So make sure your content is clean, right? Using technical terms here, so it's simple, but really, good intention is everything. Your intention is everything. Your intention is everything. Don't take that lightly. Your intention is everything, okay? So thank you for being here. I'm very proud of you. I love you very much. So much. More than you would ever even understand. Love is always there. Love is always present. Love is literally the fabric that ties us all together. And because I love you, we're connected. That's why I love you so much. Because I'm connected to you. And I'm here to help you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Have a beautiful day. Welcome to today's meditation. Thank you so much for being here and joining me. I love you very much. I'm very proud of you. You are your own star. So in this space, we have conversational meditations This is all work around the Phoenix Protocol, basically reestablishing a secure connection without noise for your unique operating system. So welcome, and thank you so much for being here. Today, we are going to talk about greed. Greed, right? It has the etymology of coming from a word that means hungry. So there is a lot of miscommunication around greed as to perhaps why someone is being greedy and what is their motivation and how is that affecting you. I like to keep things very simple here because confusion is delusion, and we need to be clear here so that you can get on track with your purpose and destiny. So, greed, I'm going to talk about it in terms of how it's affecting you. Because somebody else being greedy is hurting you. And that's how we keep it simple. It is hurting you. You can justify it in a million ways as to what that means about that person, why they're doing it. I'm going to tell you why they're doing it in the simplest way you will ever hear. They are being greedy because they are taking credit from you and they are taking resource allocation that was meant for you. And they're not going to stop because they're so hungry. Why are they so hungry that they can't share? Because they actually are dealing personally with a bad program and something that is siphoning processing power, resources, and energy from the universal operating system of God. And because you're a good person and you're being negatively affected by their greed, there's a pretty high chance that they're using you almost as a shield to get access to this resource allocation and be able to be hungry and greedy in your presence. So it's very simple. That's what greed is. They're literally using you as a shield. They're hurting you, and they're taking resources that are far above what they were allocated to have. Far above what they were allocated to have. And they're actually now seeping into your resource allocation. You're a good person. You deserve resources. There's a greedy person around you, hungry, 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 and you are starving. What is going on? That is what greed is. Someone taking resources that were not allocated for them and going far above the attribution that they were supposed to receive. And it's negatively affecting you. That's all it is. We do not need to get so complicated with everything. And once you recognize, okay, there's someone around me that's being greedy. It's the greedy, hungry monster. And it's yum, yum, eating, and I'm starving. So what do we do when we notice a bad program? In our mind, because we don't create drama, I have to tell myself all the time, even in my mind, like, don't be mean. These are bad programs. They need to be rebooted and reset. They just don't know how to use energy properly. And that is the whole name of the game here. Who can use the energy efficiently? Because if you can, you get the resources. Okay? So go ahead when you notice, oh, greedy, hungry monster, yum, yum over there while I'm starving. Okay, well, God, universal operating system, let's click in, ping. This is me. This is my name. Double ping. Okay, now you know who's validating. I wanted you to know that there is a bad program in my vicinity. It is a hungry, greedy monster, and it is taking far more resources than it's been allocated, and now it's actually dipping into my resource allocation. So I would like you to reroute that bad program back to God, ultimate operating source, and please reallocate the energy and resources back to me because I am starving and I'm a good person. I use my gifts and talents properly today, and I'm hungry because I didn't get my resources that I was supposed to have allocated. Simple enough. And God, the universal operating system, will be like, oh, thank you so much for patching that update to me so that we can get on that. And when you get your resources again, please be very mindful of how you use them. I would strongly recommend that if this bad program is a repeating program, that means that the user that is connecting with that bad program, they need to do their own reboot. And unfortunately, you can continue to control Alt-Delete. You can continue to control Alt-Delete that bad program as much as you want, but if the user is intentionally interfering and interfacing with that bad program, and you're getting your resource allocation and you're using your gifts and talents properly, like, please just go on your path and your destiny and know that you're going to be fine. You don't need to sit there all day, Control, Alt, Delete, Command, Alt, Delete. You don't need to do that all day for a bad program that, unfortunately, is stuck in the mind of a unique operating system or individual that is going through that experience. That's all it is. We hope that they Command, Alt, Delete it, but you've recognized it. You've gotten it out of your world as best you can, but they keep bringing it back. And you are ready to use your resources properly, and you just don't have enough resource allocation to be siphoned off by a bad, greedy, hungry monster program because they are never satisfied. Eat, eat, eat all day. And once you are aware of the bad program, you can do your best to protect your world by Command, Alt, deleting, patching, your resources properly. But you do need to be aware that you just recognize a greedy, hungry, bad program. It's in your vicinity. If it's been fed, if it has everything it needs and it's still overreaching and taking more resources to the point where you're hurting, you need to cut that off and you need to make an exit strategy and talk to God about that, because you say, hey, God, Universal Operating System, code term God, this is me, this is my name. I, as you know, have recognized a greedy, hungry, bad program, and we have repatched my resources to me. I need some support here because I am in the process of finding an exit strategy. I am realizing that this greedy, hungry program is pretty ingrained in that unique operating system, and I am unable to get through their coding and help them restructure. And it is to the point where I would like to use my resources properly, to use my gifts and talents, to use my pure intention. And I need some resources allocated that are going to pull me out of this situation and help me walk on my purpose and my divine path properly. And you keep validating and you keep your good intentions and you keep doing positive actions and you keep using your gifts and talents and you keep checking in and you give time so that now God, Universal Operating System, has validated your program, has heard that you have a request of needing support so that your resource allocation can go properly and stops being siphoned. You have to give some time. It will happen. And you have to keep your intentions pure during this time. Your actions good. Because that is how they're going to pull you out of that. And they're going to be able to continue to give you more resource allocation because you're utilizing it properly. So please understand, that is what greed is. Greed is someone taking far more resources than they have been allocated from the Universal Operating System, and then not even using it in a way that's efficient, but they're using good people around them who have somehow forgot how to code properly and aren't validating themselves with the system. And so it creates a shield around them where they have all this good energy around them. They have good people around them. And so Universal Operating System is trying to allocate that energy to that area. And they're siphoning that off because they're a greedy, hungry monster. And you're starving because that was actually meant for you, but you haven't been authenticating. We're trying our best here. We all are. And without proper communication and proper coding, it's getting lost in the system and there's too much interference and there's too much noise. Please, we all need to use simple coding here to help with this noise and alleviate this tension and start using resources properly. You are trying your best. Just patch in to God, the Universal Operating System, so that the allocated resources are finally properly routed. Thank you so much for being here. I love you so much. Have a beautiful day. Welcome to today's meditation. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a blessing. Thank you for all of the positive works that you are doing. Thank you for authenticating every day. Thank you for continuing to use the energy in your space efficiently. And thank you for using your gifts and talents to amplify your efforts, all of our efforts. So today we're going to talk more about inefficient coding. And I like to keep things simple and very effective. So how does inefficient coding work in our lives? And how can we recognize that so that when we tune in to the ultimate operating system of God, code term God for proper connection, then your unique operating system, your name. So how do we use this resource allocation properly? And what are some of the issues that you can sidestep and know about so that you are in alignment with your purpose and destiny and not having to worry about these issues? So we talked about how with the greedy, hungry monster, they can actually be taking your resource allocation. It's very easy to fix. You go to God, you hook up to the universal operating systems code, you use your name, and you authenticate your intentions, your actions, that you've been using your gifts and talents, and that you are starving and you don't have the proper resource allocation, and you believe it's because there's some bad programs around you that are actually taking your resources, and you would like to have the resource allocation attributed to you. Hi, hello, here I am, so that you can do that. So sorry I didn't check in earlier, but now I am, and I'm authenticating every day. Let's move forward. We like to be efficient here. So once you're authenticated and hooked up, let's go. So now that you're authenticated and hooked up, you're going to get your resource allocation. Quite often, a bottleneck issue happens where the resource allocation is brought to the proper person, and then there's an influx of energy, but they still are going through the motions the same way that they always have. So please be very aware there will be an influx in energy, there will be more resources allocated to you, and there will be more processing power from the operating system given to you. Now, it's very important here. There are many ways that you can use your gifts and talents. If you have not tuned in to what exactly your gift and talent is, that means you better be learning, and you better be trying things out, and you better be doing things to figure out what your gifts and talents are. That could be reading a new book. That could be trying to garden. That could be trying to draw. That could be trying to rap. Whatever you think it is, you need to try. And if you try something and you're like, okay, let me try something else, that's great too. Keep trying stuff. I have a very interesting way of uploading and downloading things where I will work on a project, and sometimes I can tell that I need that to percolate a little bit, and then I'll work on something else. That's how I work. But other people work where they go through one project A to B, and then they go to another project A to B. I'm different. So you also need to figure out how you work in the system. And that is very unique to you. So please, anything that I say about my working style, where I'm not saying this is a one-size-fits-all program, that's my unique operating system. So I'm just giving you a look into how I work, and if you work differently, that's great. We are here to use our unique operating systems code in tandem with the universal operating systems code and live our unique purpose and destiny by using the operating system's power proficiently and efficiently and helping alleviate stress and tension on the system. And that is by good intention, good action, all of those things. So one of the ways that we're going to get this resource allocation and this energy is by tuning in and connecting and authenticating. And then once we get the energy, we need to use it. If we do not use it, why would it be allocated towards us? And if we're using it in a bad way, you need to stop that right now. because that's a drain on the system. Why would we allocate energy if it's proliferating in the system and draining other energy? That's going to hurt the processing power of the entire universe. It just does not make sense that that would be something that we're prioritizing. You are not becoming a prioritized, unique operating system if you are not using the energy efficiently. It's just basic. It's very simple. It is not complicated. You can be having the worst life as far as what you wear, what you eat, and the money in the bank account. But if you have good intentions and you are using your gifts and talents every day, and that might just be giving someone a really nice hug, and you tune in and you're authenticating yourself within the system, things are going to change. Things are going to change. But if you aren't eating properly, you don't have any money in the bank account, like you're dressed poorly and your intentions are terrible, and you treat people terrible, and you're draining everyone around you's energy constantly, and you're not authenticating in the system, like, I don't know what's going to happen to you, but that is not something I would recommend to anyone. If you're in a situation you don't like from an optic standpoint, as far as what you're eating, how you're dressing, the things around you, you better take into account, like, what are your actions? Do you have pure intentions? Okay, do you not even know what pure intentions are? Then you should learn what that is so that you can at least have some foundation there. The literal basic explanation of having pure intentions is not hurting anything or anyone else. Okay? So if you are hurting someone that you feel like, wow, they're a good person, they have pure intentions, and they are responding to me and telling me, hey, this is hurting my feelings, you might start to listen to that. Because if you don't have pure intentions, there's an issue there. That's why if you have not done Phoenix Protocol version 1, lessons 1 through 7, there is some talks about bad programs, and one that I like to discuss is the looper. It seems to be one that everyone's familiar with. It's these looping thoughts, right? Over and over and over again. That's a very ingrained bad program. And unfortunately, it's not compatible with the most optimized code, which is what you will start to receive when you command alt delete bad programs back to God, the universal operating system, which is trying to reboot these programs. That's all that we're doing, because they're not using energy efficiently and they're actually outdated code that just needs to be reset. And they will always have a purpose, right? The reason that there are bad programs and they're showing themselves to you is literally to be reboot and reset. They have a purpose. So everything has a purpose. Bad programs' purpose is to literally illuminate where we need to reboot the system and recode. So that's why you command alt delete with love, because we came from love and we return to love. That's why you command alt delete back to God, the universal operating system, so that that program can just reboot and we can use that energy in a different, efficient way, and that it can have the most optimized code, the most efficient code. Angels are the best coders. That's all they are. They're the best coders. And the opposite side of that, they're just inefficient, outdated programs that need to be rebooted. It's nothing crazy. There doesn't need to be this judgment attached to everything, because everything has a purpose. An angel's a great coder, so it's being trusted with more operating system power. The opposite is something that just is inefficient coding that needs to be rebooted. Now, there's no judgment. They're both needed. They will always have a purpose. They will always exist. So why should we judge both sides? If you want to be an efficient coder, I'm teaching you how. So this is how you become an efficient coder. Okay? All right. I'm so proud of you. Love is always there. Authenticate, right? Keep those actions pure intention. Understand how to get around and sidestep these bottlenecking issues and these lag times, right? Bottlenecking issues are created because you need to use your gifts and talents more. More and more and more. And if you don't know what it is, figure it out. Try new things. Learn. There's so much around you. You could literally be great at giving someone a hug and listening. There is literally a place in the world for you to just sit there and listen to someone. Isn't that crazy? That's so cool. So don't compare. Comparison is the thief of joy. And it's also a distraction, a bad program. You get validation from the universal operating system of God. You don't get validation from other people. You get validating in the system through God, code term God. That is how you get validated to get more of the universal operating system's processing power to live your destiny and purpose. I am very proud of you guys. This is amazing. It's so simple. So simple. You're doing a great job. I love you. I love you. I love you very much. I hope you have a beautiful day. Welcome to today's meditation. I am so happy that you're here. Go ahead, get comfortable and cozy. I'm lucky it's been a little colder, meaning I can wear sweats and have a nice blanket and have that hot cocoa. So wherever you are, if it's warm, if it's cold, go ahead and get comfortable and cozy. Thank you so much for being here. I love you very much. The fact that you're here, you're my best friend. Props to you. Good job. There is so much fun to be had once you start going down the path of the Phoenix Protocol and receiving your unique operating system without interference and fully connected, because your purpose and destiny are meant to be fun. It is a journey. There are vistas along the way. You climb the mountain, you go into the valley, and you do it over and over again. You have strength, you have conviction, you have a team. You're so in tune that everything is poetic, everything has beauty, even the ups, even the downs. So thank you for being here and tapping into that true inherent coding that you've always had. It's just that things have become so complicated. When they're not complicated, they're simple. And we're just getting you online. It's so fun. You're a good person. You have pure intentions. You're meant to have resources allocated to you. Please authenticate if you haven't already today. How do we authenticate, right? We validate ourselves within the universal operating system. We use code term God. So simple. I don't know when it became so attached to all of these different groups, but I'm not talking in a religious sense at all. I'm talking in a coding sense, pure and simple. That is the code that needs no context, and so we will use it because I want the universal operating system to give me resource allocation so I can do my destiny and live my purpose. I use my gifts and talents every day. So I'm using the energy of the universe properly. I've proven myself. So authenticate away. Okay? And if you're just starting on this path, authenticate and ask for help. And keep your intention pure and your actions good. And use your talents and gifts every day as much as you can. It could be as simple as, someone drops something in front of you. You pick it up because you saw that. You have the gift and talent of being aware. You help somebody. That's an amazing, beautiful blessing filled with good karma. That helps you validate that you're using your resources properly. So let's talk a little bit more about this resource allocation. One thing that we all have suffered from because we haven't understood that this is just a coding issue is that the code is going so slow, right? Why are we not getting our destiny and purpose? Why do we not feel in alignment with that path? Why? Why is the code running so slow? Okay. An example of this is someone that you feel is very, very talented, and for some reason, things are not moving forward for them. The example that I love to give, because I am a creative, is that if you get an idea, an inspiration, and this is exaggerated, so let's laugh a little bit with this example. So someone is literally thinking, oh my gosh, I'm going to be a billionaire tomorrow. This is going to happen. Tomorrow, I'm going to be a billionaire. But right now, they have absolutely nothing. So this would be a miracle in and of itself. And then God is thinking, okay, I'm down for this. They're going to be a billionaire tomorrow. And they get an inspiration of writing down that, they like black onyx cubes, right? They get this idea for black onyx cubes and they're like, black onyx cubes. Never thought about that before. Very interesting. I'm not going to write that down because the $1 billion idea is going to come tomorrow, and tomorrow I'm going to be a billionaire and I'm going to have the idea. God's like, wait, what? I thought you asked for that and all you had to do was write down black onyx cubes. That wasn't the idea, but I was just kind of seeing if you're going down this path because I was about to give you that blessing, which was pretty random and surprising, but I was going to do it. And you just had to kind of go through the motions of showing me that you were actually taking the actions with pure positive intention and having a bit of joy on this journey. And you were going to write down black onyx cubes. And then actually I was going to have a phone call come in and you were going to get a job. Something, who knows, right? So that's just a funny example. I hope you followed it. But I'm saying when I write, because I'm a writer, I have to literally write whatever comes through my mind. And there are a lot of other creatives that talk about this. And you write. And we have this joke in my team where we say, okay, if you're not even going to write the 5 sentences that have come through, and God is sitting there like, I have this really, really good idea, and you haven't even written your 5 sentences, but there's Joe over there next door that's been writing for 5 days, God is going to be like, okay, Joe is really putting in the work. I'm going to give him the great idea, and he's going to have this phenomenal moment. Meanwhile, you over there, you haven't even written down 1 sentence. What are you doing? And let's not get lost in the sauce here, because people want to do these manifestation techniques where they write the same thing down over and over and over and over and over again, kind of like they're in trouble at school and they're saying, I will not throw papers at the teacher anymore, and they're going to send that 1,000 times into the ethers. I don't manifest like that at all. I write down and I have a download of something one time, and then I love that and I'm there for that, and I kind of tune in to see if there's any next steps right now. If writing it down is all that I can do because I just got that download and that blurb, that's great. But if I know the next step, then I go and do it. If I don't, I kind of work on other things because I have to keep using my gifts and talents. I have to always be using my gifts and talents, because that is how I get more processing power and I get validated within the system. That doesn't mean that I don't sit down and watch a movie. I love movies. That doesn't mean that I don't make myself a good meal and eat it. That's me enjoying the process and the journey. That is part of my inspiration. That is part of me enjoying your works and gifts and talents. Someone brought me this food. I'm going to sit down and enjoy it. We're here to interact with each other. Someone made this movie for me. I'm going to sit down and enjoy it. But in addition to me enjoying the works of my fellow brothers and sisters, animals, plants, trees, everything, I need to contribute my gifts and talents so that you all can enjoy it as well. And I hope you're enjoying. So that goes to show, right? You need to go with the journey, right? You authenticate with God. You're getting more resources allocated to you. Continue using them through your gifts and talents, because otherwise there starts to become these bottlenecking issues. Code starts to slow down. Excess resources are being sent there without it being used efficiently. And so that starts to create these bottlenecking issues where actually you may have felt like you had a surge of energy suddenly because you got plugged back in and you were given your resource allocation, but for some reason you did not optimize just by using your gifts and talents that day fully and completely. So once you connect in, right, and you authenticate with the system, and the system's going to think, oh my gosh, I've been looking for you. Thank you for authenticating. And here's your resource allocation. And if you continue to just do as you've always done, you just got more resources. So you need to authenticate every day and show how are you using these new resources effectively and efficiently. Otherwise, you will create a bottleneck issue, which means that more resources have been allocated to you, but it's slow because you're not using your gifts and talents properly, and that's not allowing the energy to basically amplify in your zone, in your life, in your world. So if you have not been getting the proper resources because someone around you is siphoning them, or they're greedy, or whatever may be going on, and then suddenly you tap in and you connect to universal operating system of God as your unique operating system, and whoosh, all of the resources are allocated to you, and you feel all of this energy, but you don't use your gifts and talents that day, then the operating system is wondering, okay, yes, this person is doing good acts, they have pure intention, but maybe they have all the resources that they can handle right now, and I influx them too soon because now there's this bottlenecking effect. So if you really want this to go as quickly and as optimized as possible, when you connect in, you should expect a surge in energy. And when that energy comes in, you should be able to use your gifts and talents. And if you're still figuring out what those are, you should be trying different things to learn what your gifts and talents are. That's part of the process, yes? Okay. And then the energy is being used effectively, and you will eliminate this bottlenecking issue where you got a surge in energy, but it's backed up now because your gifts and talents are not putting it back into the system in the most optimized way so that the energy can continue to flow through. I hope that makes sense, because it's another way of looking at how this isn't working. And I want it to work for you. I want you to live your destiny and your purpose. And we have to understand our role in that. And it becomes very simple. Very, very simple. You connect in, right? You get authenticated. You're searchable. You've been validated. You're a good person with good intentions. The energy that you are meant to have, the processing power of the universe, is then sent to you. It's rerouted appropriately to you because you are the one that deserved the resource allocation. You earned it. And then you have the same exact day that you had while you weren't getting your resources, despite getting more energy. That creates a bottleneck issue. It is easy to sidestep by knowing you are about to get more resource allocation. Make sure you use your gifts and talents appropriately so that that resource allocation is efficiently used and you are worthy of more. And you do not experience a bottlenecking issue. I love you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Very, very proud. Very, very proud. Love you very much. Your destiny and purpose literally awaits. The energy is coming through. Use your gifts and talents so that the system can validate you and give you more. It's exciting. It's so easy. I'm so proud of you. It's fun. It's getting fun. I love you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Have a beautiful day. Welcome to today's meditation. I am so glad you are here joining me today, going through the Phoenix Protocol. Go ahead and get comfortable, relaxed, feel good about yourself. You are a good person with good intentions. Your intentions are pure. You are such a blessing to have here. And the Phoenix Protocol is all about helping you reconnect to the ultimate operating source, codename God. We're all about coding here. This is not a religion. This is simple coding. You are your unique operating system. There have been interference. There has been scrambled code. There has been viruses and bad programming. And it's time to take back your power. You're you. You're you. You're a unique operating system. It's so simple. We have the ultimate operating system, codename God. We have you, a unique operating system, codename your name. You need to authenticate with the system, meaning you check in using codename God so that the ultimate operating system can do a scroll and check and see what you've been adding to the system. Have you been using the power that you've been given properly, the processing power? How do you use processing power properly? Very, very simple. You are a unique operating system. For example, some operating systems are very good runners, very good cooks, very good listeners, very good writers, very good sewers, very good dancers, very good at meditating with a clear mind that's positive and inspired. The list goes on and on, literally millions and billions of traits and categorizations within those traits and new traits popping up every day. That's how unique we all are. So that's why it's so important to know your unique operating system. What are your gifts and talents? Because by bringing your gifts and talents forward, you are using your power and energy properly. And then when you authenticate with the system, by using codename God, because that is the code that lets the universal operating system check in with you properly, without interference, without bugs, without bad programming, without all of these things that are basically trying to get in the way of that authentication and maybe take credit for it or dilute it. And what are they diluting? They're diluting your positive intention and your good actions and using your gifts and talents to authenticate with the universal operating system and say, hey, I'm using the power that I've been given in the way that I'm supposed to, in alignment with my purpose and destiny, and using my gifts and talents daily, hourly, every minute, every second. And I would like some more operating system power and processing power and resource allocation given to my unique operating system, because I am trusted and validated within the system. And that is exactly what is happening. And that is exactly what angels are looking for. Angels are just the best coders on the planet, in the universe. They're the best coders. They're the most efficient. So they've been trusted with the most power, and they actually aggregate it and they gift it. And they are looking for programs that are good, that know how to use this power, because there is only so much processing power available in the universal operating system. And it is intentionally designed that if you know how to use it, you're actually helping the processing power of this system. You're alleviating stress. You're alleviating tension. So because you're alleviating stress and tension and properly using your programming power, they would love to give you more of the processing power of the operating system's resources and allocation, because they trust you. You've been validated. You're helping the system. It's very simple. It's so simple. So for those of you who feel like, oh my gosh, I've been being a great person, I have been doing all the right things, I am so confused as to why nothing is being answered, and I don't know what's going on. You know, toxic people around you can actually, especially when they don't give you credit for anything, that's because they're validating with the system. And you don't need to have an argument with them, okay? You don't need to start a fight. You don't need to make your life worse and start drama. Please avoid drama. All you need to do is literally take it upon yourself and in silent prayer, just authenticate with God and say, hey, God, I wanted you to know, here's my name. I worked on this today. I wrote this amazing thing. It was so divinely inspired. I was blown away. And then I showed it to my friend and they actually took credit for it. But I just wanted to let you know, between you and I, that was me. I loved getting that inspiration. I actually really enjoyed writing it. And I would love to have more of that. Please send me more inspiration like that. Just so you know, it was me. Thank you. Thank you, God. It was me name, and I wrote that, and I was divinely inspired. So I just wanted you to know between us. Because God, if you have that direct communication, God is going to authenticate you, check on your code, read that intention, and very easily be able to attribute the proper thing to you. However, if someone else is taking credit for it and you never did, God is going to be like, okay, interesting. There seems to be a mixed wire here with some good intention, some not. No one is 100% bad, okay? So even someone that's 99.9% bad has 0.1% good in them. So they can effectively take credit for what you have done to God, the ultimate operating system. Unless you take credit privately in meditation with God. Because your pure intention is going to be very, very clear that that is your energetic signature on that. But if God doesn't attribute your energetic signature to it, he's looking around for you. Because what's going on is they start attributing more of the processing power to someone that's taking credit for your work because they think that something is going on there. And what happens is that person actually doesn't know how to use the processing power properly. And so it keeps messing up. And they're wondering, why are we giving more processing power to this person and it's not being used effectively? It gets confusing. So then sometimes in extreme cases, they'll start to really send a team out and try to investigate this because they're sending so much processing power and it's being used poorly. And they are literally saying, what is going on here? We need to investigate this and check it out. And that will create a vacuum of power and it will be reallocated properly. That is a very rare occurrence, but it will happen in extreme situations. So that being said, please don't allow yourself to get to an extreme situation. And if you notice that you are doing all of these works and your intention is pure and you're using your talents and gifts, and for some reason you don't feel like anything is changing in your life, that's because you're not authenticating. You're not giving yourself credit. And you don't have to do it out loud. You don't have to have another human being recognize you. You just have to authenticate with the universal operating system and use the word God so God can find you. That's all it is. We have complicated the term God so much. It is not complicated. If you do not use the word God in tandem with your name, you are missing out on the easiest authentication process of your life and the best way to align with your purpose and destiny, because you have pure intention. You are a good person. And you deserve more processing power. That is how you get speed. Well written, optimized code. It loads faster. It provides a smoother experience for the user, you. When you have bloated or inefficient code, meaning you're using universal sky that's out there in the world, connected to source, I love you so much. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with saying that, but if you're not using the word God, which is the most optimized code, you are having a slower experience. Do not use inefficient code. It leads to slow loading times, increased bounce rates. You don't know who else is using these terms and negatively impacting you as a user, as a unique operating system. So one more time, speed for code, you must have well-written, optimized code. It loads faster. It provides a smoother experience for you, the user, the unique operating system. Bloated or inefficient code leads to slow loading times, increased bounce rates, and negatively impacts you, the unique operating system. Keep it simple. Simple code is successful. God, that's it. God, that's the name of this universe. If you want to access the universal operating system and be allocated more resources, more processing power, you have to use simple coding to be authenticated and recognized within the system. And you have to use simple code for yourself, which is your name. Because they start recognizing you as that. You have a name for that purpose. So don't have confusion one way or the other. Use your name and use the code God. The other important code is Mother Earth, because that recognizes the body of the planet that we are on, the physicality. That is why they keep teaching mind, body, soul, mind, body, soul, mind, your name. It is the integration of God plus Mother Earth. Body, that is Mother Earth. Soul, that is the operating system, God. Know those three terms and you will have connection. And have pure intention to get more resources. It is not about money. Money is a resource. Intention and action and using your gifts and talents is how you are allocated resources. What you need, you will have if you use your gifts and talents, because you are using the processing power properly. So resource allocation is meant for you, but you have to authenticate with the system for them to understand, A, this is you did this, and you deserve the resources. Okay, one more time, because people want speed. We want efficiency. Well-written, optimized code loads faster, provides a smooth experience for users. Bloated or inefficient code leads to slow loading times, increased bounce rates, and negatively impacts you. Use the right code. That's how you get speed. Continue with positive intention, good action, using your gifts and talents. That is how you get more resource allocation and authenticate it within the system. So once you have quick code using the right terms, which can happen right now, then you have to authenticate and build trust within the system. Give time. But you're already on the fastest coding trajectory within that time. So be very mindful with your actions, literally. Make sure you're inputting good intention and positive action and using your gifts and talents. Okay, it's okay to rest, but what have you been doing all day? We do need rest. That's the body, that's Mother Earth. There's a lot that goes on in your sleeping time. But have you used your gifts and talents to the best of your ability that day? Because if you have, you're going to start getting amped up. You're going to get way more resource allocation once you authenticate. And if you're just getting there, do as much as you can, because you know that you are going to start getting more resource allocation, which does include divine inspiration, which does include creativity, which does include a team around you, which does include all of these other resources that we focus on day in and day out, like money and other things, okay? So know it's coming, but you have to meet everything in the operating system halfway. You have to authenticate, first of all. If you don't authenticate, there is no validation. There's no way for the system to properly attribute things to you. And there is a lot of confusion out there. And I don't want you in an extreme situation where there's a literal power vacuum around you because someone is attributing your works to them and they're getting so much power allocation because of that. And this power vacuum ends up having literal programs trying to find you. And when they do, a lot of things change. That's an extreme situation. It does happen. That's why I'm saying just let the universal operating system find you easily so this can start happening for you right now. I am proud of you for being here and understanding. It's so simple, isn't it? It's fun. So simple. I made it simple for you because I love you and I'm proud of you and I want your destiny and purpose to unfold. You deserve it. You deserve it. Thank you so much. Just imagine me giving you this hug because I'm so proud of you and saying thank you for being here. I love you so much. Such a blessing. You have a beautiful day. Welcome to today's meditation. It's actually a little bonus because I like to keep my lessons to 10 groups of messages. I think it's a good number. And this is a bonus that I decided to throw in here. So let me know if you like it. I wanted to talk about God, right? The code for the universe. there's a lot of like, God is mad at me and God hates me, right? But God is love. We all return to love. We are love. Let's try and put it in, like, imagine if you were in God's shoes. There's only so much processing power. At the end of the day, the universe does have a finite amount of processing power. Hence why there is this system in place. The code is always looking for bad programs to reboot so that we can learn from those inefficiencies and recode. What is going on is that there is a very vast gap in the kind of like older legacy code and the newer code that's coming online, and we just need to really close that gap so that we can have more processing power and we can start to continue this process of looking for bad code and finding efficiencies and upgrading. But if so much processing power is being held in inefficient, outdated code, it becomes very hard for us to upgrade. And that's kind of where we're at right now. So let's address that issue of, is God mad at me? Does God hate me? First of all, God is love. We return to love. We are love. So hard to answer that question. But let's go with it. Let's say that God is mad at you. Why would God be mad if God has you as a unique operating program? Well, I can think of a few reasons in this hypothetical situation. That you aren't using your resources properly. You are not rebooting the bad programs that you are coming in contact with and the bad programs that are in your own unique operating system. And you are not using your resources properly. How do you use your resources properly? You have to be in touch with your unique operating system, and you have to be aware of what your gifts and talents are by trying new things, learning new things, or if you already know what it is, performing your gifts and talents. So it's very simple. If you are not using the energy efficiently, you're going to create a bottlenecking issue and not get more energy. And that's when people think that God is mad at them or God hates them. You can play catch up by working very hard and authenticating and saying, hey, I know you were giving me a lot of resources and you were allocating it to me, and I was complacent and I wasn't using it properly and I was being lazy. I was being lazy coding. I'm sorry. And now I'm going to work hard. I'm going to perform my gifts and talents, and I'm going to do this. And I'm excited. And I'm going to have faith and trust that I'm authenticating every day and you can see me and we're in this to win this. And let's go. There's no hate, honestly, here. Everything has a purpose. It's more, do you want to live your purpose and destiny? Do you want to have resource allocation? Is that what you want? Okay, well, if you're not getting it, then you might not be using your resources properly, and that might be why you are attributing God as hating you. So in this metaphor, you are thinking, God hates me because I should have this and I should have that. But I haven't been authenticating, so I haven't been pinging where I'm at within the universal operating system to make sure those allocations are actually going to me. They could literally be going anywhere. It could be going right next to you, and you're like, what? Why did that person get that? Well, because they were talking to the proper coding term of God, and you just weren't, because we've all been confused. We all have been confused. We've all been confused. It's a miscommunication. It's scrambled code. So if people around you are getting all of the things that you feel like you have been asking for, but you've been putting in the work, you've been a good person, you've been using your resources properly, you've been performing your gifts and talents, it is time for you to check in with God, which is a code term for this universe, and use your name, which is a code term for you, so that you can make sure that there is no communication issue, and that you are getting your resources allocated to you. And if you think God hates you because you're not getting your resources allocated and you haven't talked to God, I mean, I can't really help you. That's the first step. If you're not going to talk to God because you're so confused into the understanding of what God is, it's a code term for a universe. That's like when somebody asks you to pass them something, but they won't tell you what they want you to pass them. They're like, oh, pass me that over there. What are you talking about? And you look at the desk, there's 1,000 things there. And then they're like, that thing, right? Which silver thing? The one that has like a circle. Okay, there's 2 of those. Which one with the circle? Oh, the one with the numbers on it. Are you talking about the clock? Yes, I'm talking about the clock. Can you pass me the clock? That is such a slow way for me to pass you the clock. Why would you ever do it that way? If you know the name for the clock, which you do, it's God, and you know your name, why wouldn't you just say, hey, God, can you pass me, my name, the clock over there? And then there's no miscommunication and you get routed that immediately. Without using the proper code, I'm sitting here looking at a table with 1,000 objects and you're asking for the silver thing. Then you're asking for the silver thing with the circle. Then the silver thing with the circle with the numbers. And then, okay, it's a clock. What? Why did we do that? Why couldn't you just say, pass me the clock right away, and I would have passed you the clock? And even in that scenario, there might be 5 clocks on the table. You know, we have to use specific things. That's why you have a name. I love you very much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for enjoying this extra little bonus lesson. I really just wanted to address people feeling like God is mad at them and personifying that and like giving witness to that, you know? Well, if he's mad and that's what you think, are you talking to him and are you making sure that you're using your gifts and talents? Okay, if you're not, and if your intention is just not pure at all, I mean, these are basic coding issues. So if God's mad at you, let it be a blessing. Let it be a reason for you to lean more into this coding and become an efficient coder. I'm very proud of you. Let's laugh a little bit along the way. I mean, it is what it is. Get your coding in order and you're going to be fine. I love you very much. Thank you for being here. Have a beautiful day. And there you have it. That was Volume 2, Authentication. Thank you so much for joining us at Phoenix Protocol and being part of this journey. We are so happy you're here. We hope that you tune in for Volume 3, Allocation. Have a beautiful day.